Man, this is sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do get kind of down reading this trade. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good trade. This helps out both sides, and I think it was kind of necessary to make this type of a move, but man, does it not feel bad to go out there and bring up Ryan Ellis and how his career unfortunately came to an end. Because the San Jose Sharks today acquired Ryan Ellis and a 2026 conditional 6th round pick from the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Carl Grundstrom and Artem Guryev. This deal doesn't seem like that big of a deal on the surface, because you think about the names involved. Okay, Grundstrom isn't amazing, Guryev is a prospect, Ryan Ellis isn't even playing, so what is the deal with this deal? Well, let's go out there and firstly read the San Jose Sharks write-up on what happened today in regards to them acquiring Ryan Ellis and the 6th round pick. GM Mike Grier announced today the club has done the trade. Ellis, 34 years old, has not played due to injury since November 2021. In 11 seasons with the Nashville Predators and Philadelphia Flyers, he posted up 275 points in 566 games. Heading over to Philadelphia, you've got Carl Grundstrom, 27, who appeared in 56 games with San Jose in 24-25, scoring 9 points, 3 goals, 6 assists, and 24 penalty minutes. In 292 career games with the LA Kings and San Jose, Grundstrom has scored 76 points. Guryev spent last season with Wichita in the ECHL, posting 5 points. He was originally selected by San Jose in the 5th round of the 2021 draft. So that's it, eh? I mean, these players aren't really too significant, but the money attached to it is. This is what Frank Saravalli went out there and tweeted about the trade. The San Jose Sharks have added the contract of Ryan Ellis at $6.25 million a season via trade with Philadelphia to go alongside of Carey Price from the Montreal Canadiens, who is making $10.5 million. So the Sharks are adding $16.75 million of cap spending. I almost said cap space. No, not cap space. It's the total opposite of that for this upcoming season. Meanwhile, for the Philadelphia Flyers, they're going to save almost $4.5 million in space and not have to operate in the LTIR. San Jose is buying cap flexibility. Now you can say, wait a minute, what exactly does that mean? 6.25 and 10.5 getting added onto your team doesn't sound like you're making your team more flexible. Well, if you're San Jose, you kind of are, because the team is so bad, they don't have too many guys making super big money that if they wanted to make some trades at the trade deadline, send some of these rental players away for picks or whatever, they might be an illegal team if they trade away too many guys. If the trade deadline comes and goes and they send away Ferraro and a bunch of guys that'll put them underneath the salary cap, then these are contracts that help them stay afloat and actually stay legal. Here is what Jean-Francois CBA went out there and said about it. That's a cheap price to get rid of Ryan Ellis. Even with Ellis, San Jose is expected to $55 million of cap space next season. They probably decided to play it safe and acquire Ellis at a discounted price. This trade also clears 2 contract spots if Dickinson and Misa stay in the NHL. So, good transaction all around. I think the San Jose Sharks are allowing themselves to play some of the younger guys if they absolutely deserve it, and they're giving themselves some more cap flexibility to make trades later on and make some seller type of deals. I mean, it's kind of interesting how we all said heading into the season that, oh, San Jose, they're going to try to be competitive. San Jose and Chicago, these teams are going to be in the mix. They want to try to compete. Nobody's tanking just yet, but now it's like, okay, San Jose's preparing the tank. San Jose is preparing their team to be bad and thus trade away some of their more important expiring contracts and just have themselves the flexibility to still be over the cap floor with this Ryan Ellis deal. And I said it was sad. You know, it is kind of sad to think about what Ryan Ellis was as one of the top prospects in 2009, who inevitably became such a stud in the OHL. He was at 101 points in 58 games with the Windsor Spitfires before inevitably becoming just a very solid all-around defenseman in Nashville. That top four when the Predators went to the finals with Ellis, Ekholm, Subban, and Yossi, that was such a stacked decor. It's kind of a miracle that this Nashville Predators team ended up losing. Like, how did they lose? Pittsburgh just totally came out there and took advantage of the situation there. Pittsburgh ended up winning because the referees screwed them and blew the whistle before Nashville scored. Okay, we're not going to go out there and say that. Anyways, Ryan Ellis was really, really good, such a staple of the Nashville Predators decor, who inevitably found himself in Philadelphia, was over a point per game, but then he wasn't able to play the rest of his time there. Now he's in San Jose, and his contract expires in 2 seasons, $6.25 million a year. Of course, this is a cap casualty for the Sharks, but it does work in their favor because it gives them more flexibility. Meanwhile, heading over back to Philadelphia, I want to talk about Carl Grundstrom a little bit. You talk about Rick Tocchet and the style of play that he prefers. Oh yeah, Carl Grundstrom is going to be that guy. I can see some sort of a Nils Höglander type explosion out of Carl Grundstrom if everything works out with him and Rick Tocchet. He's 27 years old, 6 feet 201, left-handed winger who was drafted by Toronto back in 2016. Signed on to the end of this upcoming season, making $1.8 million a year. Grundstrom was decently productive in the SHL, who inevitably took his scoring talent into the AHL. The past few years, though, have not really been too kind to Grundstrom, as he has mostly been an NHL player, just without a lot of significant production. It's not even like he's getting many penalty minutes either, but when Grundstrom is on, he plays with pace, he's physical, he likes to forecheck, he gets involved, and he can score points sometimes. So for Rick Tocchet, if you're able to bring the best out of this guy, I would expect this player to have a really good explosion of a career post Rick Tocchet. Not that San Jose wasn't really setting it up for Grundstrom or anything, but you can say that, hey, the guy wasn't really producing with the opportunities he got here. What more when he's on a better team like Philadelphia? I ultimately do think that the coaching change will be beneficial for Grundstrom. He was more so of a bottom sixer with the Sharks anyway. But also heading over to Philadelphia, you have Artem Guryev, 22-year-old defenseman, 6'4", 225, left-handed guy drafted by San Jose in 2021. He was taken out of the Peterborough Petes in the OHL. That was the shutdown COVID year where nobody played anything. And you can see from the numbers here, I mean, Guryev played with the Barracuda and the Wichita Thunder earlier this previous few years, so he hasn't particularly been too impressive, but I guess that's just the profile that he brings. It's not really all too flashy. He's just a defenseman. He's just there. So we'll see what he's able to do with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the AHL. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this trade over here. If you enjoyed this video, then hey, feel free to click that like button. If you did not enjoy this video, then the dislike button is down there for you. Comments help out with the algorithm, so let me know what you think about Ryan Ellis, Carl Grundstrom, and Artem Guryev. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on, and bye.